Hey everybody, thanks for clicking that thumbnail and welcome to Talking Habs, and we're going to review the game last night between the Montreal Canadiens and the Vancouver Canucks. It was the second game of 3 games in a row, and it was a lot better result than the first game. First game was a 6-5 shootout loss by Montreal, and this wasn't that. This was a 7-3 win. I'm going to tell you all about it. Got everything on the board here. And before we get to that, if you're new to the channel and you're a Habs fan like I am, and you want to see more Habs videos like this, subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That's down there, and that's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu, Blanc, Rouge right here at Talking Habs. Let's get into this game. Awesome. So like I said, it was a 7-3 win for Montreal in regulation, obviously, because it wouldn't go in overtime like that. And we'll go into, I'll describe the goals, and we'll go over everything. And I'll tell you about the Myers hit and all that kind of stuff. So first goal, 1:54 into the first period. Toffoli in the right slot. Armia skates behind the Vancouver net, pops a puck out up front. There's a bunch of guys in front. Then sticks are going after the puck, and Toffoli ends up with it. A nice little wrist shot through everybody, and it goes in. So that's Toffoli's 4th goal of the season, his 4th goal of the year against Vancouver in his 2nd game against Vancouver, and it's 1-0 Montreal. Second goal, and that's from Horvat. So starting to look like another one of those seesaw kind of games. So Myers takes a shot from the right circle. It's tipped in by Horvat, who's standing on the right side of the net, and it was the first shot on Jake Allen. So the next goal, Armia, it's a shorthanded goal this time. Nate Schmidt, so they're on a power play. Nate Schmidt's the last guy back. He's right in front of the net. He tries to pass it up to somebody, and he fans on that pass. And it was in the high slot, and Toffoli grabs it. He finds an onrushing Armia. So I think the pass, I'm not sure if it came over the line or not. Anyways, Armia's rushing up the middle. He breaks in alone, and he beats Demko to the glove side, and it is 2-1 for Montreal. It is Armia's 1st goal of the season, and his 2nd point of the night. 4th goal, back over to Vancouver. Power play goal this time for Vancouver, and that's what they're doing a lot of this. It's not, words aren't coming out. They're using a lot of one-touch passing, so onto your stick and off really quick, and it kind of what they did here at the side on the half wall. I'll just read everything I wrote. So Vancouver's one-touch pass on the power play has Montreal kind of flat-footed, and Miller, who's at the left half wall, he gets a puck, and Horvat's right in the slot. And it's just been on Miller's stick, off Miller's stick to Horvat, and Horvat one-times it into the net. So very quick plays, boom, bing, bang, boom, and it's quickly tied up at 2. Next goal in the 2nd period. So that's the end of the scoring in the 1st period. So it's already a shorthanded goal for Montreal. Power play goal for Vancouver. 2nd period leads off with at 1:13. Another shorty for Montreal. And I believe that's the 4th shorthanded goal in 5 games for Montreal. So Peterson is at the right point, and he tries to pass the puck along the blue line, and they don't say it in the highlights, but you can see it ticks off of Toffoli's stick right onto Armia's stick, and Armia passes it back over to Toffoli. Toffoli breaks in alone on, so it's a breakaway. He fakes a shot. He totally fakes out Demko. He fakes the shot. Demko completely buys in. And then he just goes over, he's sort of, not a deke really, but he over to the right, and he's got an open net. And he makes no mistake about that. The 6th goal, so this time the seesawing stops. And Anderson, let me see how, Drouin pops Suzuki out with a long pass. I just stepped on something, and I'm not wearing shoes. That's not good. It's something sharp, nothing bad. So Drouin pops Suzuki free with a long pass. Suzuki's in alone on the left side. He breaks into the net, and he tries to sort of go around on the left side of of Demko. He almost makes it. Demko gets a pad there, I think. The puck pops up over to the other side of the net, and Anderson rushes in and just bats it out of the air into the open net. And it's Anderson's third goal of the season, and it puts them up 4-2. Now, 9 seconds later, so just 9 seconds later, maybe I want to just turn the page over. A speedy Byron, is that the one though? Evans from Byron, yes, 9 seconds later. I forget how the puck ends up going down the ice or behind the net, Vancouver's net. Byron races in, he's quicker than everybody. He gets the puck just behind the goal line there, and he pops a pass out to an incoming Evans. And Evans makes no mistake from the bottom of the right circle, and he makes no mistake, and he buries that. Well, he roofs that. So top shelf for Evans, his second goal of the season. Next goal is the 8th goal. This one is another Armia goal. It's the second of the night from Kotkaniemi. KK passed to Armia in the right slot, and from the right slot, Armia skates over to the left side, and he backhands it into an open net. Now, the reason the net is open is, I think it's Rafferty is the Vancouver player. He's got Toffoli in front of him. He pushes Toffoli into Demko and then falls down, sort of slides down Toffoli's back. Toffoli, nothing he can do. You can see he's not touching Demko. He's staying away. And Demko's kind of restricted, can't get over to make the save. They claim goalie interference. It is challenged. So they claim the interference, they challenge the goal, and it is a good goal. So it's a 2-minute penalty for Vancouver, and I don't believe they score on that. So it's Armia from Kotkaniemi. It's 6-2. Let's see now. Last goal of that period is, no, there's 2 more left yet. Or there's 1 more. Brandon Sutter, so they get one back. He's streaking down the left side. He breaks to the net. He breaks the net. As he breaks the net, he sort of spins that way, and he backhands the puck. Pretty good backhand. It dings off the post and into the net, and Allen totally misses it. Third period, a power play goal for Montreal, and this is the... I'm confused here now. I don't know, that Brandon Sutter goal was in the third period. Last goal of the game is a power play goal for Montreal. Sherratt fires a shot from the right point, and it looks like it goes in off Gallagher's stick, but it doesn't. It actually just finds its way right through everybody into the net, and it's Sherratt's first goal. He gets off the schneid, and that's from Petrie and Tatar. That makes it 7-3, shuts down the scoring. That's it. That's all. Now, the reason for the power play goal, Tyler Myers blindsides Yoel Armia. Armia's along the boards. He's looking that way. Myers comes in that side of him and just totally shoulder into his head. That's what I saw, shoulder into the head. It's definitely, I think, a suspendable penalty. Word comes out today that there's no suspension. No suspension on that hit. I don't know what's going on with the disciplinary board for the NHL. I just don't know. So Myers headshot on Armia. Armia is out with a concussion indefinitely. It's a concussion. Who knows how long he'll be out for, which is like, and no suspension on the hit. And if you look at it, it's obviously a suspendable hit. Myers will be in the lineup tomorrow, and I don't know what that's going to be like. There'll be a fight, there'll not be a fight. It doesn't make sense to have Myers in the lineup for the next game. Like, why they didn't suspend him, I don't get it. They're looking for trouble, I guess, and we'll see what happens. Usually, though, in a situation like this, when there's a lot of expected trouble like this, usually nothing happens, and they play good hockey, and we'll see what happens with that. So we'll remember that. If nothing actually happens at all tomorrow, I'm calling. I don't think anything will really happen. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone like Sherratt or whatever fights with Sherratt, maybe Anderson, one of the big guys, takes on Myers. But usually in this situation, it doesn't usually happen like that. So that ends the game. Shots on goal, 42-17 for Montreal. They totally outshot them. Face-off percentage, 51% for Montreal, 49% for Vancouver. Now, the odd thing here is Deneau was the worst guy here. I think Deneau had like 29% in the faceoff circle. All three of the other guys, that's all the kids, all over 50%. So that's good. Maybe they're getting the hang of this. And Deneau's mentoring of the faceoffs actually working. Power plays, 1 for 9 for Montreal, so it's totally the opposite. They called a ton of power plays for Montreal. 1 for 5 for Vancouver, so they got plenty, 14 penalties. It's like 30 minutes in penalties, and it's crazy. The reffing was horrible. Hits. Montreal got out hit 17-24, first time this season, and they still won. So my takeaways from all of this, let's go to the 3 stars. And I didn't write the 3rd star because I haven't decided on my 3rd star. We're going to decide right here now. First star is Armia. 2 goals, 2 assists, had a great game before the hit. The hit was granted at the end of the game, so he didn't miss much time, but we don't know how much time he's going to miss going forward. So he gets the 1st star. Tyler Toffoli, 2nd star, 2 goals and 1 assist. 2 goals and an assist. He's got 5 goals on the year now, tied for the league lead, I think, in goals. That's in a quick 2 games. He's playing again, amazing against Vancouver. For a 3rd star, I haven't really decided. I can't decide on the 3rd star for Montreal, and I can't give it to Evans. It's going to be one of these times. I think I'm going to give it to Vancouver and Horvat. Horvat's had a pretty good 2 games. He had 2 goals in this one. A power play goal, I think, and a regular goal. And also tied with Toffoli for the goals lead in the league. And so I'm going to give it to Horvat because I can't really decide on anybody else for Montreal. It's not that they didn't play well or anything, but just nobody else stood out like that for me. So I'm going to go with Horvat. Okay, so these are my takeaways from this. So I think I read all that. Byron is out day to day, by the way. Byron took a Weber shot. I'm not sure if it was on the hand, on the leg. Anyways, he's out day to day only, so hopefully that's nothing serious. Allen wasn't that great really last night. I think he had like 17 shots. 17 shots? Yeah, 17 shots. He made 14 saves. Not horribly, not great, but usually when that happens with a Montreal goalie, they lose the game, right? Goalie's not great, they lose the game. That's not the case here. Allen wasn't great, and yet they still won. That's something that's very different. Vancouver D was bad. I think both defenses were bad in the first game, but in the second game, in the first period, it was pretty even. It kind of looked like we were going to have another one of those games, but Montreal came out in the second, and they turned it around, and they were fantastic after that, and barely gave up anything. Vancouver's D didn't recover. Suzuki, 5 games, 5 points. Starting to be, he's a point-to-game player. I called it at the beginning of the year. I'm not sure he'll do it all year, obviously. So far, 5 points, 5 games. Edmondson, Joel Edmondson, he's leading the league right now in plus-minus. That's not a bad stat for a defenseman to be leading the league in, right? So it shows that he is on the ice for a lot of offense, and he's not on the ice when they're giving up the offense, which is what I was expecting from him. So like I had said before the season started, Joel Edmondson's going to make you like him in a very short amount of time, and he's already leading the league in plus-minus. A lot of people say plus-minus doesn't mean anything. Well, sometimes those advanced stats don't tell the whole story, and you can't tell everything from that kind of, those advanced stats. So Edmondson doing well. So I wrote here, expect a fight Saturday due to lack of a suspension. We're going to find out. 4 shorthanded goals in 5 games. That's the quickest to 4 shorthanded goals I think they've ever done. I don't know if that's a league record or not. I think it's a team record, though. The refs were questionable last night. They were garbage. They were questionable. They made a lot of calls, and it's not because they didn't make calls for Montreal, because they did, but they made some really lousy calls. And just the refs this year so far, they've picked up where they left off last year. That's all I can say. So refs were horrible. I want to remind you to please subscribe, ring that notifications bell if you like this channel and you want to see more. And doing a live stream for the game tomorrow night. It's a 7 o'clock start for the game. I'll be on the air at 6:35. And you know what? There's one thing I didn't do that I always do. We'll do it over here. That's the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score. And I'm doing this totally off on the fly. Montreal, Vancouver. Boom, 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 boom. 5 for Montreal, 2 for Vancouver. First goal scorer for Montreal. You know what? Why not 3 in a row to Foley? I didn't pick him at all. I'm going to pick him for the third game. Guess the score. Leave your guess in the comment section. Guess the score, the first goal scorer for Montreal, and you may win a prize. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video. And like I said, leave any comments you may have about this video, your guess for the Guess the Score contest in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge. Right here, Talking Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you on the live stream. See you next video. Bye-bye, y'all.